Key performance indicators, or KPIs, are the single most important system that you will ultimately develop. They tell you what systems are working, how they're working, and what systems need to be fixed or inspected. Your reports are going to be one click away. Your data is going to be right there in front of you anytime you need it. Prior to working with Rich, I managed by gut, and so when I first sat down with Rich, he would ask me for the numbers, and I would always tell him, well, I think that it's X, or I know it's Y. But when he forced me to actually go and get the information, to go into my current systems to try to retrieve the data, it was virtually impossible. It took sometimes weeks to get that information, and when I looked at it, I was wrong. I wasn't even close to the answers that I had given him. And so now all the information is one click away. My firm administrator every month gives me a report that tells me how many leads were generated, how many consults were set, what the set rate was, what the show rate was, what the conversion rate was at the consultation. We know what each attorney's consultation percentage is, what their average client hire rate is. All of those things were impossible for me to retrieve before working with Rich. And probably one of the biggest things that has happened since we started working together was I went from being an attorney to managing the attorneys. I no longer have a caseload. I meet on a regular basis with the attorneys to review their caseload, but I operate the business now. I run the law firm, and prior to working with Rich, I was just another cog in what was going on, and my life has changed dramatically since that point, and I owe it all to Rich.
Hi, I'm Chuck Troutman. I'm a marketing strategist here in Phoenix. I'm a lifelong business owner in the brick and mortar world, and about 8 years ago I became a marketing strategist to use my talents from the past to help other people. I met Rich about 3.5 years ago because one of the things I do is facilitate local mastermind groups, and Rich was in one of my groups, and it was very impressive. He could dispense marketing advice to everybody in the group regardless of their business, but he was the only one in the group who held people accountable for their numbers and asked them number-specific questions, which of course no one had. So over the course of the months, they'd come back with their numbers knowing Rich was going to ask those numbers. So not even as a facilitator, he was a numbers guy who helped these people out. Fast forward now, Rich is involved in another mastermind group I facilitated, which is mainly has attorneys in it of all different areas of their practice, and he's able to dispense advice to them because his business now is doing
so that you can put some money aside for reserves and as a business owner so you can take profits out of your business. Rich and I see eye to eye on cash flow as a system because we both know and understand the importance of analyzing your reports, analyzing a profit and loss statement, looking at your balance sheet, and being able to project and plan so that you can continue to build the other systems that help run your law firm, so that you can put some money aside for reserves and as a business owner so you can take profits out of your business.